Hello guys, and welcome to a new episode. Today we're going to be changing the radiator in my BMW E36. The first thing we're going to do is to clean out this old one, and to do that we are simply going to fill it out with water and just clean the system in it, because I assume this has a lot of old fluids, so we're going to need some new fluids. So this is a radiator from a E34 518 actually, but my engine is a 2.5 liter straight 6, but the size should be the same. And the reason I am changing it, because here this hose is often getting loose, and that's because of the area here is broken. So that's the only reason why I bought a new one. So today we'll install this and refill with some coolant, and I will also show you how you bleed the system on a BMW, because I know a lot of you guys are having trouble with the bleeding on E36s and other old BMWs. First we're going to dismount that part and then take off all the hoses to the radiator. It's 3 hoses. It's one down there, it's one there, and one in the bottom. It is easier to take off the air filter box to reach the hose down low. I am going to do that, so I'm also going to show you how you do that. It's pretty simple. Engine is kind of hot because I drove this earlier, so I assume that the coolant is still hot, and the coolant can be very hot, so watch out so you don't burn yourself. So yeah, but this is exactly the reason why I'm changing it, because this hose is falling off very often. Like, this car has left me stranded a lot lately because of that stupid hose, so now I'm finally fixing it. Okay, these ones are kind of tricky. You just have to take a flat screw head driver and just press down and let them release like this. So now I have taken this off, so just whoops. Now I just need to connect all the hoses again and fill up with some coolant, and also tight this cover right there connected to the radiator. And like you saw, I connected these as well, so now it fits. And it was a little bit smaller than the other one, but this is the one I took from my 316 actually. But so that's pretty strange that the 316 is that big and E34 is smaller, but both are from 4-cylinder engine, so I think that's quite strange. But the one that was in this car originally was the same size as this one, I think. But yeah, anyways, let's connect the hoses and fill up with some coolant. As you saw, it is a little bit hard jiggling this down again with this cover and stuff like that, but yeah, once you get the hang of it, it's not that difficult. Yeah, let's connect the hoses. Okay, now everything is mounted. I just changed the lens on the camera so I would have better f-stop, so we will have better lighting, because it is getting quite dark already. But like I said, now it's time to add the coolant, and then we will start up the car and start the bleeding process. Right now I have the bleeding screw opened up a little bit, right, and the bleeding screw is right there. and we'll fill up the coolant right there. All the hoses are tightened, this is on, and I have installed the air filter box once again. Let's fill up with some coolant. And you should hear some like noises from the bleeding screw, like air is coming out, and don't worry about that, that is just a good thing. So yeah, don't to worry. We're using blue coolant. Very important to use coolant, because if you use water your car can rust, or the engine can rust, and that's not good. And now it's also getting colder and you don't want your engine bay to crack. So this is 3 liters of concentrated blue coolant, so I'll just take everything in here, then mix a little. Oh, that was me moving too fast. Now I hear some bleeding sounds right here. I will now start up the car, so the coolant will go through the engine and the coolant will start to like work and go flow, so it will start to flow through the engine. Okay, you now see it's starting to get some temperature. It's good, and that means the thermostat will open. And I will just, now I tightened the air screw, but I will loosen that once again and get all of the air out. And once you've gotten all the air out, it will be hot in your coupe. And also one tip, if it is cold in your coupe, you're not having enough coolant. Yeah, now it's blowing hot, engine seems good. I'll just take it for a short drive and see if everything is how it's supposed to be. Everything seems really good. Temperature is getting to regular normal temperature. It is heat inside the car here. So yeah, I think this was quite a success. I am using my 50mm lens, so I have to keep the camera really far away from the speedo and the steering wheel, so I'll not flip the camera because you will see like up through my nose. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and now you know how to bleed and change, how to bleed your car, and you also know how to change a radiator on your E36. And I think this is the same process for the E34 as well. So now you know, and hopefully this was helpful to you. And yeah, hope I see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.